Hello, Eco Explorers! Are you ready to learn about sustainability and caring for our planet with the Eco Explorers Club? Brought to you by SSE Airtricity, proud sustainability partner of Dublin Zoo. This could be tricky. I need someone with a big brain to come and help me. Hi, Mia!
Hi, Reuben. Don't know about the big brain, but my name is Mia and I'm one of SSE Airtricity's sustainability experts. So I'm hopefully going to help you learn today and also have lots of fun.
Ooh, so sustainability is what we're learning about, but I don't know what that means really. Now, I do have a guitar. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. But I've heard that the sustain of a guitar is when you play a note, it's how long it lasts. And a really good guitar, the sustain goes for ages and ages and ages. But what has that got to do with sustainability? Is that something to do with that? I don't know.
Well, you've actually answered your own question there, Reuben. So sustainability is all about using the Earth's resources sensibly so that they meet our needs now and into the future. So just like the guitar string, you want it to last for as long as possible, just like we want the Earth's resources to last as long as possible. Why don't you tell us the story about the well?
Oh yes, the well. This is a good one. So, once upon a time, there was a little boy, and he was going for a walk through the forest. Have a nice healthy walk through the forest, admiring the birds, looking at all of nature. After a while, he got lost, and he was very thirsty. And he was like, oh, what am I going to do? And after about 10 minutes of wandering, he discovered an old well. And there was 2 buckets beside it, and he could look down, and there was water in the well. So he said, which bucket would I do? One bucket was quite small and a bit rusty, and he's like, I'm not sure about that one, but there was a nice big one, a nice big metal, and he's like, oh, I could use this one here. Well, it has a bit of a hole in it, but I think I get more in the water. So he put it like that, picked up, I go, that's great, picked up the handle, walked off through the forest. After about half an hour, he thought, I think I'll have that drink now. Looked in the bucket, oh no, the water's all gone, went through the hole, oh no. And after about half an hour, he bumped into another boy, and the other boy was like, are you okay? And he goes, I'm very thirsty. Hey, you've got the little bucket. He goes, yeah, I got the bucket, but that's all rusty. And he goes, but look, all the water stayed in here. Oh, you took the big bucket. There's a hole in that. And he's like, yeah, I don't have any water at all. Now, Mia, I don't need a bucket for water because I have a tap just over there, and I'm sure you do too. What can this possibly teach us about sustainability?
Well, Reuben, the boys choosing the bucket is like us choosing the Earth's resources. So one of the boys went for the big wasteful option with the hole in the bucket, while the other boy went for the smaller bucket, and he had more water in the end.
Gotcha. So it's just what you just get what you need. I mean, I understand. Hold on. What do you mean by like nature? Is it Earth's resources? Is it like all natural stuff like this? Like, oh, nature. Is it that? Is that what you mean? Something like that? No.
The Earth's resources are like many things, like water, food, materials to make things that we buy, like our phones. Lots of things that we use require energy. So like heating our homes, driving our cars, even buying things. So these activities decide the size of our carbon footprint.
What? My footprint? My footprint? My footprint. But sure, what has that got to do with how I use the Earth's resources? My feet?
So your carbon footprint is the amount of greenhouse gas emissions that go into the atmosphere from the activities that you do. So it's like a footprint because it shows us the impact that we have on the environment, just like a footprint on the ground. So at the moment, we get some of our energy from non-renewable sources, like say coal or oil, which means that they will eventually run out. So switching to using electricity from wind or solar is a great way, as these won't run out at all. So SSE Airtricity is the largest provider of electricity from wind energy in Ireland, and we have 28 wind farms.
Wow, 28, that's huge. Well, it's definitely better to use something that lasts forever. Now, I'm feeling a bit hungry now, which reminds me of a story called The Ant Colony. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a colony of ants. Now, as you know, ants live underground, little colonies like that. And they go out wandering every day looking for food. And there was a field nearby where they got most of their food. Went out to there, get little seeds, little bits of food, crumbs, anyone drop a little sandwich. And they always go there, have their food, come back in, and keep everyone happy. But they heard a story that about 5 fields away, there was a massive picnic. 100 people had a huge picnic and left loads of fruit and crumbs and things like that. And they thought, guys, we've got to get this. So the ants headed out, going to all the fields. But on the way, some of them got eaten by birds and hedgehogs and loads of stuff. It was very tricky, all the working their way through like that. Eventually got to the field and there was loads of food here, piled up on their backs. They're like, oh, carry on like that. And they worked their way back, but they lost a few more. Birds ate them, and spiders and caterpillars got them on the way back. And by the time they got home, they lost a lot of the food, and they lost some of the ants as well. Now, what has this got to do with how we get our food?
So the ants are like us, searching for food on the earth. There's almost 8 billion of us on this earth, so that's a lot of food that's needed. And like the ants in the story, sometimes we look for food that's far away when we can actually get food that's nearby to us, and we can try and buy locally.
And that would help you with my carbon footprint. Oh, still is bad. Oh. Exactly. So the best thing to do would be to obviously grow your own fruit and veg in your garden because that's right beside you. But the next best thing you could do would be to buy it locally, just somewhere nearby.
Yes, and only buy what you need. So in Ireland, we have 1 million tons of food that's wasted or disposed of every year, and around a third of that comes from our own homes. So you can use some food in other ways, like old bananas that go spotty. You can make banana bread, which is a massive obsession at the moment. Or you can also use it for composting, like so some of the soil that I have here. And that's really good for putting on your plants and your vegetables that are in your garden. So by 2050, it's likely that there'll be 10 billion people on the earth. So we'll need a lot of food and we need to buy wisely.
Yes, indeed, definitely. And that banana reminds me of a little activity we can do. Now, Mia set up this game, and you can play it at home as well. She asked me to find certain objects around the house, and then I'm going to lift up two of them, and I have to work out which one of these would take longer to break down in nature. Now, what I mean is, I'll show you the first two. An apple and a banana. So if I left them out in a field, and we watch them, how long would it take for them to break down back into nature? Well, I think this one is easy. I think the apple would break down fairly quick. I think it would. I think there's an apple left there. But banana skin's quite tough. You know, you don't eat that. I don't think animals really like that. So I think the banana would last longer. Now, Mia, don't tell me. I know you're dying to tell me. If I got it right, don't tell me yet, because that was just round one. Now, round two, round two here, we've got a crisp packet, and we've got cardboard. Now, crisp packet and cardboard. I don't know, crisp packet, it seems very flimsy, you know, you're ripping them up very easily, and I don't think that would last very long. And cardboard is much tougher. Like, I could need a scissors to rip that. I couldn't. And if you're packaging something in the post, you put it in tough cardboard. So I'm going to say, for my second answer, I think cardboard would last longer than a crisp packet. Definitely that one. And for my third one, we've got baby wipes, so baby wipes, and a plastic bottle. I think I know this one because we talked about this a few weeks ago, Mia. This plastic bottle, I think the plastic lasts a long, long time. And baby wipes, but they're, you know, just wipe your face and put them in a bit. I don't think they'd last very long. So I'm going to go with the plastic bottle. Oh, we got one more. Now, this is a different question. I've only got one object, a glass bottle. So I have to work out how long this lasts in like days or months or weeks. Or I think glass would last a fair amount of time, but it can be smashed up. It would break. Like a plastic bottle is very hard to break. I was going to say a year. Glass bottle will last a year. Okay, Mia, break the news to me. How did I do?
Okay, let's see how you did, Reuben. So you said bananas last longer than apples. So you're correct. Apples break down in nature in about 2 months, and bananas can take up to 2 years. You said cardboard lasts longer than a crisp packet. And so you're wrong. Cardboard lasts 3 months, but a crisp packet lasts up to 8 years. And if you look at this logo here, this will tell you how to recycle those cardboard pieces.
Okay, that wasn't good. Well, 80 years, wow, that's a long time. I didn't think crisp packets would last that long at all. Oh, now, what about the last one? I went with plastic bottle over baby wipes. Definitely not as long. Which one? Is that right?
So you're correct. Plastic bottles last about 1 million years, but some baby wipes last longer than babies do, and they can last up to 100 years. But you were wrong about the glass bottles. They last forever. So I've one here, and I drink my water out of it all the time. And they're really good because they can be recycled over and over and over again. So you can see the importance of recycling. How about one more story? Tell us about the elves and the shoemaker.
The Elves and the Shoemaker. Now you might think, hold on, Reuben, we know the story. You're meant to make up stories. I've changed the story. Once upon a time, there was a shoemaker who lived in a little cottage with his wife, and he used to make shoes, but his shoes weren't doing very well. They weren't selling very well, and they were nearly all gone. So he went to bed one night very sad. He put out the last piece of leather for the last pair of shoes he was making, and he said, well, time to go to bed. Fell asleep. And in the middle of the night, 2 little elves came in with 2 tiny little boots and little hammers, and they were like, we will help them. And they got the leather and they hammered away and put it together and stitched it and made the most beautiful pair of shoes. And in the morning when the shopkeeper woke up, he was like, what? These shoes are amazing. And a man came in and said, I must buy these shoes. I must buy them. They're the most amazing shoes. And he gave him twice the money when he put them on. He said, they're so comfortable. He told all of his friends, and the man was like, well, the shopkeeper couldn't believe it. He went to bed that night. When he woke up the next day, 2 pairs of shoes. Next day, 4 pairs of shoes. Next day, 8 pairs of shoes. Suddenly tons of shoes, and people kept coming in from everywhere to buy them. And the man was like this, and he kept all the money, and he was buying silly things. He was buying a gold car and fancy stuff, all the stuff. And after years and years of becoming very rich and famous, it was amazing. The elves had enough. They said, that's it, we're not doing any more. And they stopped making them. And the next day, the shoemaker was there going, oh no, I spent all my money on stuff. I haven't got anything. And the customers were very, very angry. And they went away. And the poor shopkeeper and his wife were very, very poor. Now, that sort of story has a sad ending because normally the story is a happy ending. So what's the point of that story?
So, well, Reuben, we're the shoemaker, and sometimes we don't think about where we buy things or the energy that's used to make them. And if we want to sustain the planet, we can't take these things for granted. So Dublin Zoo wants us to buy wisely as well, so that we ensure that we are protecting the orangutans from extinction. So in their habitat, sometimes there is an ingredient called palm oil, and we can find it in our ready meals, soaps, cosmetics, in lots of things that we have in our household. And that ingredient is found in the forests in the tropics. And when the trees are cut down to get it, it affects the wildlife, and it also affects the habitat of the orangutan. So when we're looking at buying things, we should buy RSPO credited palm oil, and that stands for Round Table of Sustainable Palm Oil. You can see the logo just here. So this is a really practical way for us to help by checking things out and seeing what labels they have on them.
That's very important. We definitely should do that. Now, I think we should finish off another activity. And today we're going to make a draft excluder. But to stop the draft coming in under your door, it's very simple. You will need a scissors to get a grown-up to help you, and an old pair of trousers. And I'm using an old pair of my daughter's trousers. I'm going to make a little small draft excluder, one the elves could use, not a big one. But I'll just show you this. So first of all, if mum and dad to help you, you need to cut up the middle. So you cut it into two sections. Let me show you. Like this. So you've just got one leg like that, you see, and you'll need to cut across here as well to cut off that, but you don't need the top bit, just the leg is all you need. Now, when you have that, you're going to get some ribbon like this, and you're going to tie it around the end like this. Tie it like that, tie it like that. Perfect, you see, nice and tight, little ribbon like that. Then on this end, you're going to stuff it. Now you can use like an old cushion. I've got an old cushion here, and you get some stuffing. Grab it like this, loads of stuffing out of here. Oh, look at this. And stuff it in there. But you can fill it with old socks, old clothes, just stuff it in there, pile it all the way up, and then you get a ribbon and tie it on the top. Same as the bottom, and it will look like this. Look at that. How cool is that? Nice and colourful. You can use different colours as well. Look, I've got orange ribbon here as well. Make it like that. Of course, use your mum or dad's old trousers they have, or a sleeve of an old jacket, and you have a really big one. Put it at the door. That's a great way of keeping the heat in. What do you think, May? Is it good?
That looks great, Reuben. Thanks for teaching us how to make them. It's been so much fun today, and I've learned so much already. So I think I need a little break. And thanks a million. And bye, Eco Explorers. Bye, Reuben.
Bye, Mia. Thanks for helping me today. Well, I hope all you Eco Explorers had fun learning about sustainability and caring for our planet. This is all part of the Eco Explorers Club, brought to you by SSE Airtricity, proud sustainability partner of Dublin Zoo. Don't forget, you can go to the SSE Airtricity website to find out more information at sseairtricity.com/Eco Explorers Club.